And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and I am driving to work, so don't mind me if I'm looking straight ahead instead of into the camera. I just was thinking about the tournaments and the events that are coming up. There's a lot of them, and I figured I'd give you my thoughts on them. This is pretty fun to be able to do this even when I'm driving to work. So one side note, one of my viewers noticed that there was a guy on YouTube that basically had downloaded all my videos and re-uploaded them, and he alerted me to that. I really appreciate that. It didn't take but a day for YouTube to investigate and shut his entire channel down, and so I appreciate that. That wasn't too much work at all, and I appreciate the heads up, people you know, having my back and taking a look out there for people who are fraudulently stealing stuff. I have a question as I'm driving. I can't read the questions very much because I'm driving, but who's better, Jen or Cassian? I would say Jen is, absolutely, because Jen is a leader. She's going to be the rebel leader for the rebel team that you're going to build, as well as the fact that she's can solo on her own the Rancor raid. So I mean, that's really amazing. There's Cassian is a great character in a rebel squad, or with a dark side team that's dependent on a lot of the debuffs. But so the events that are coming out that they've got listed online, such as the droids fight back, things like that. My thoughts on that, honestly, I'm not too hyped about it. I'm looking for maybe some credits. That's about it. I have all my droids 7-star, or my Jawas 7 stars. For anybody that doesn't have Jawas, this should be extremely exciting because you get the opportunity to who's better, Jen or Cassian? Somebody else asked that as well. Jen. So if you don't have your Jawas up 7 stars, you should be pretty excited about the droids fight back event, unless of course you don't have droids. Bummed, but the droids will help you get critical damage mods, and the critical damage mods are definitely in the top 4 best mods. You know, critical damage, critical chance, offense, and speed are really the best sets of mods for the most part. So that's pretty cool. Another individual asked, when is Krennic coming to... I don't know when Director Krennic will be added. I would like to see Director Krennic added. That would be cool. So as far as the other 2 tournaments that are listed, the Boarding Action and Heroes of Rebellion for Jin, obviously I'm pretty excited about Heroes of Rebellion. I want to get my Jin from 4-star to 7-star, and it just takes grinding her out in here. And so I'm gonna have to play all these tournaments, and that's just the new way of farming. That's just the new way of farming the brand new character. Instead of taking them to Chromium and not having access to them, it gives us an opportunity to farm them a little bit slower, but for free through the Chromium packs, or not through the Chromium packs, but through the tournaments. And so it kind of gives free to play an opportunity to farm the same character, just like a pay to play character, and then eventually they'll drop her, hopefully, or drop them who are in the tournaments, hopefully somewhere else. So that would be good. I do have a feeling that there are a lot more tournaments coming, and so you really have to decide at this point which tournament's going to be most important for you, because you're going to have only so many limited number of ally points to use for refreshes, so you have to kind of know who you're going to go all in and who you're going to skip and just kind of not worry about. And with that, I'm going to talk about Boarding Action. Boarding Action, if you go in, look at the rewards. It's really ship related only. You're gonna get the Darth Vader ship, which is pretty cool. It's guaranteed target lock. Ships is definitely an integral part of the game. I think it's cool, and I think the rewards are great and helps you in the other areas of the game. But the rewards, I mean, you get some training bots, some credits, and some ship pieces, the blueprints, and that's it. And the ship's cool, but it's the first ship when I go against my competitors that I kill, and it's easy to kill the Darth Vader ship. Honestly, it's 2 or 3 shots and it's dead. So it doesn't stay on the board long enough to be as usable as they'd like. Maybe that's because I'm going against 4 and 5-star, you know, Darth Vader ships, but the other tournaments, in my opinion, are a better bang for your ally point buck, and that would be like this, the Heroes of Rebellion. Will K2SO be farmable? I'm hoping that K2SO will be farmable. He was out for a short period of time. They've moved him to the shard shop, so you can get him if you have excess shards being converted. If not, then after that, they'll probably make him a Chromium exclusive for a little bit, probably a month or two, and then I'm guessing they'll move him from there to an actual node where you can farm him. That's kind of the route they've been going. That's where Baze Malbus is right now. He went from the tournaments to the shop to Chromium, so that's probably the route that they're going to go. But if you look at these rewards for Jin, this is going to be the same for any character that they have a tournament on. You're going to have the ability to possibly unlock the character. You get character shards as well, and you get these boxes, which are really awesome. These squad tournament boxes, they give you a ton of really great stuff. If you look, the little green dot means you need it, and you can see I need all of this stuff. So these are really, really great boxes. You don't get this with that new ships tournament. And then there's also credits, which everybody needs credits. There's Omega pieces, there's Mark III ability mats. So this is just a much better bang for your buck. Do you know when Chirrut Imwe's tournament comes back? You know, honestly, I don't, but I do believe Chirrut will be coming back in the next 60 days, probably sooner than later. And I'm looking forward to that too myself, because my Chirrut's at like 4-star and I want to get him higher for sure. You know, that's the biggest downside to these tournaments, is it does make the grind for a character a lot slower. So if you want a character 7 stars, you just have to kind of be patient. And someone asks, Han Solo or Leia in a Rebel team? If you have Han Solo, he's super fun, and his turn meter gains are off the charts if you've got him modded right. He gives himself a ton of the turn meter. And Leia is fun, but after the whole armor compression situation where they changed the armor compression, she's become a lot less usable. I used to have her as a Galaxy star rating of 5. I've changed that since then to 4. Someone's asking, is Maul a Chromium exclusive? Hold on, I'm backing up. All right. Is Maul a Chromium exclusive? The answer is no, he's not a Chromium exclusive. You can pick him and his ship up inside of the ship store. Actually, let's see if he's in there right now. So let's go ships, fleet shipments. Right in here, you can find his ship. The ship doesn't drop often, and then he drops in here. Yeah, someone just said Maul's in the guild store. So where can you get all the clones? So clones actually are all now free to play as well. You can pick up the clones both in here. They drop in here from time to time. So you can see Commander Cody's in there. That's pretty awesome. By the way, if you wanted a fun Zeta ability, and by the way, someone said, is it Zeta or Zeta? Well, if you know the actress, Catherine Zeta-Jones, that's how you pronounce Zeta. The E is strong because it's followed by a consonant and a vowel, so it's Zeta. It's a Zeta ability. But Commander Cody has an awesome Zeta leadership ability. If you wanted to see something fun, there's some cool videos. I think Smithy D has a video where he shows off the Commander Cody ability, so that's pretty cool. And then also you can pick them up, a lot of them up, in the guild store now. The guild store used to only have a couple of characters, and there you are, there's Rex right there. And so you can get that. It says, thanks, what do you think about the team Boba Lead, Wedge, Biggs, Baze, and Chirrut? I think that's sick, man, that is sick. I have Boba Lead, Chirrut, and Baze, so I have that team, and I actually used the Wedge, Biggs combo in my team. So let's pull up my squad. Here we go. But instead of Biggs and Wedge, I have I have General Kenobi, and then I have my Zeta abilitied Barriss Offee. And so I'm just using this squad for right now. Meta instead of meta. No, that's not true. It is the meta. That is correct. but that is an exception, and I can explain that another day. That's funny. Anyway, I'm here at work. I wanted to give you my thoughts on the upcoming tournaments, and so I did. I'm here at work now. I got to go in, but I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Keep your gaming on. Warrior out.